Well, Onur Erim is a political advisor and writer. He joins me now live from Ankara with more. Onur, thanks so much for speaking to us. U.S.-Turkey relations have been unpredictable at best over the past years. And now we have Turkey's foreign minister saying that these U.S. plans in Syria could irreversibly harm relations. First of all, why do you think this relationship has become so volatile?
Well, both sides have experienced things that they have not experienced before, especially in the past few years. I don't think I'd be wrong in saying that the infiltration of the FETÖ terrorist organization into Turkish agencies and in parts of the government in Turkey has, in part, also has taken place in the U.S. FETÖ's terrorists in the U.S. has also enjoyed long relationships with many of the members of the Congress, the Senate, and the government agencies. So basically the fact that the FETÖ has had great amount of dealings with the government officials on both sides for many years is making things, I'm sure, making things very hard to detach from. Now, Turkey, of course, had to, especially after July 15 coup attempt, had to cut all these relationships literally overnight. It's taking the U.S., I think it's going to take the U.S. some time to break off. Now, there's also the matter and the rumor or the theory, whatever you may want to call it, that FETÖ is in some part or way a project of at least a part of the U.S. government or part of the U.S. agencies. So that could also be a problem. But needless to say, the relationship, the way it is right now, the state that it's right now, the FETÖist terrorists have a lot to do with it on both sides. So it's taking time for both sides to sort these out. I don't think the U.S.-Turkish relationship is ever going to come to a point of irreparable damage at any time, as it has in the history, because there's a long history between the two countries. But it is right now suffering, unfortunately, for both sides, the FETÖist involvement in the past years.
Well, I'm glad to hear you add at least that optimistic note at the end there. But let me ask you now, in the short term, if this relationship does not improve, I mean, what are the alternatives here then for Turkey? Could we be looking at a complete realignment whereby the Turkey-Russia relationship becomes much stronger and more contradictory to the U.S. and what it wants in the Middle East?
As I was growing up partially in Turkey, the things that we have been used to and the things that we have been taught in the schools and in the media that we've been fed is that we had to align, or our only way to align was with the West, with Europe, with U.S., and to stay distant to Iran, to Russia, to China, or what have you on the other side. President Erdogan, from the beginning of his tenure with the government, starting as the prime minister, has put this policy out that it is Turkey's interests that will come first in all our relationships. So we don't necessarily have to be bad with a part of U.S. or Russia to be good with another side. It doesn't work that way, at least not anymore. So, yeah, we could enjoy a great relationship with the U.S. We could enjoy a great relationship with Russia, all at the same time. What does matter is it's Turkey's interests coming first. Now, of course, this all has to be a part of a matter where everybody is in a win-win situation. That's what Turkey is doing right now. So we don't necessarily have to be bad with Russia to be good with U.S. or vice versa.
Okay. Onur Erim, we will leave it there. Thank you so much for speaking to us on TRT World.